A man rushed to the hospital after an accident in the waters off Agate.
The family of a detainee badly beaten while in maximum security demands answers.
And several off-island congressional staffers are here to learn more about Guam's issues. Hafiday and welcome everyone. If you're watching us on KUAM TV 8. And a special hello to all of our viewers online streaming our newscast on Facebook Live.
Make sure to add comments and hit the reaction emoji as we report tonight's stories to let us and other KUAM fans know how you feel about tonight's news in real time.
And we begin with some tragic news. A man who was freediving on Wednesday is rushed to the hospital, according to Guam Fire Department spokesperson Kevin Riley. The call was received just after 1:30 p.m. from the Daddy Beach area. A private boat brought the 18-year-old to the Agate Marina, where he was then transported to Naval Hospital. CPR was conducted en route. This story is still developing. We will pass along more information once it's made available.
A John F. Kennedy High School student died after being found unconscious at Matapang Beach Monday. Superintendent John Fernandez confirming he learned about the incident Wednesday morning, saying the student was a paddler at the home of the Islanders, as well as a paddler with an out-of-school organization. The student was allegedly participating in a community paddling activity and not at a school-sponsored event at the time he was found. He was taken to the Guam Memorial Hospital, where he passed away Tuesday evening. Fernandez offered his condolences to the student's family, saying, "We know that many of his friends are just hearing the news, and we are working with our principals, coaches, and counselors to address their needs this week and when they return to school on Monday." Well, we could soon find out how and who jumped a detainee at the Manila prison's maximum security unit last month.
Tonight, that man's father speaking out as he wants justice for what happened to his son.
An upset father.
They were doing their job. I think something would have happened, you know, if they were there. The officers, this thing wouldn't have happened. Which they were supposed to be there, the officers, at all times.
Jose Gumatauto is Justin Meno's dad, currently living thousands of miles away in Washington State. So you can imagine his frustration when he learned that his son was badly beaten while locked up at the Department of Corrections Post 6 Special Housing Unit.
Somebody pay for this, whatever happened to him. You gotta take some action.
It was last month DEPCOR confirmed detainee Meno was found in the Post 6 yard area suffering from severe blows to the head. He's since undergone surgery and remains in critical condition at GMH.
They said he was brain dead. They asked him to raise his hands up, his left hand up. He raised it up a little bit, grabbed onto his sister's hand, and his sister asked him to squeeze the hand if he can hear him. If he can hear her. So he did.
An emotional father wipes the tears from his eyes as he talks about his son.
I cry every night for my son. I'm far away from them. He's really a good kid. You know, he really listens. But he just hangs out with the wrong people, wrong friends.
Leadership at the prison confirmed they are at the tail end of their investigation. An internal and criminal investigation alongside GPD is underway.
We do empathize with the family and all of their concerns.
DEPCOR Deputy Director Kate Baltazar says the department will hold whoever did this to Meno accountable.
This is a very unfortunate incident, and you know, with the ongoing internal investigation, we can't release too many more details, but we wanted to make sure that the investigation was thorough.
Meantime, Gumatauto says the damage is already done and just wants justice, while the rest of the family hopes and waits for Meno to make a full recovery.
I mean, he could have heard like a shuffle or something, or whatever was going on, but we were the guards at that time. They were supposed to be there 24/7.
Public Safety Chair Senator Talina Nelson has also called for an informational meeting with prison officials next week to find out what they've since done to correct the issues of safety since Meno was attacked.
Two masked men held a cashier at the Winter Game Room in Harmon at knife point around 10 o'clock last night. Take a close look at this snapshot taken from surveillance video that caught the suspect's pickup truck taking off from the scene. Police say the pair forced their way into the secured cashier area, grabbed the cash, and took off with the cashier's purse. They got away in a silver Nissan hardbody truck missing a tailgate. One of the suspects was described as wearing slippers, dark shorts, and a hooded sweater. The other was wearing a dark long-sleeve shirt, long pants, and light-colored shoes, both wearing black face masks.
I was like, not again. But this time these guys were a little, probably a lot rougher than the previous. They broke the door, they smashed the window. They were really aggressive.
If you have any information, please call Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-4357.
A new victim of clergy sex abuse names a new priest and is suing more than just the Archdiocese of Agana. J.M. is 54 years old. He alleges he was sexually molested by Capuchin priest Father Sigmund Hafman, the head priest at Mount Carmel Parish in Agate. J.M.'s complaint was filed on Wednesday and also names the Capuchin Franciscans and the province of St. Mary as defendants. The alleged abuse occurred from the mid-1970s. While J.M. was attending CCD classes taught by Father Hafman, J.M. was subject to fondling, masturbation, oral sex, and digital penetration. J.M.'s local attorney is Kevin Fowler. Co-counsel is attorney Michael Foe of the mainland firm Fow, Cochran, Vertides, Amala, PLLC. In a press release, they state, quote, the lawsuit against the Capuchins marks a new chapter in the Guam Catholic clergy abuse crisis. Religious orders like the Capuchins have their own priests, their own sets of rules, and their own leadership, separate and distinct from the Archdiocese of Agana, end quote. Hafman died in 1996. J.M. marks the 48th victim to file suit.
Superior Court Judge Vern Pears is taking under advisement additional accusations against the University of Guam professor Dr. Michael Eller. Although Eller is charged with sexually assaulting 3 females at a Halloween house party in 2014, the government plans to present 2 more females who allege they are also victims in 2009 and 2011 to testify in trial this summer. Defense filed a motion to exclude their testimony. That motion was up for debate today. Prosecutor Matthew Heibel and defense attorney Jay Areola.
So, showing that it wasn't just this one time, but other times where very similar acts occurred involving the defendant, involving students at UOG, involving a party at his house, by the water or in the water, go to show that this is not, these times alleged are not necessarily accidents, or at least can cut against a possible offense.
We would certainly dispute that evidence and that claim by the government. This is all the same type of party, and so therefore all these incidents are all kind of the same. They're not. There is no evidence that these parties were actually held on every semester, at all the time, at the defendant's residence, with the same class, etc., etc. The similarities are not at all there as the government contends.
Eller will return to court on May 9th to address defense's motion to dismiss the indictments.
A Chinese man who tried to sneak in over 1,000 grams of meth will be arraigned in federal court on Friday. Chi Hang Liang was indicted today. Earlier this month, he was busted at the airport with meth strapped to his legs with athletic tape. He was coming off a flight from Hong Kong. He told customs officers he had agreed to bring in the drugs and would be paid $40,000 Hong Kong dollars. When he returned, he was charged with unlawful importation and possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine hydrochloride.
Well, we've got more news after the break. Stay tuned, everyone.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
Have you gotten paid yet? That's the premium automatic insurance deduction plan from Calvo's Insurance. Paid simplifies your home and auto insurance. No down payment. No more long lines. And you can stretch your payments up to 12 months. Paid is convenient. It deducts from your payroll, your checking account, or your credit card. With Paid, you get up to 65% off your car insurance and enjoy lifestyle club discounts. Life can be easier when you get paid.
Call Calvo's Insurance today and save on your home and auto insurance.
2 things come to play when talking about mobile data: price and speed. Let's look at what happens when we compare the competition against iTeenie's $80 plan. Docomo's $79 plan comes with 6 gigs. iTeenie's $80 plan comes with 20. GTA's $80 plan comes with 10 gigs. better, but you get twice as much at ITE. ITE has the best network and the data to back it up. Get unlimited talk and text and 20 gigabytes for $80 at ITE. Oh, and if you bring your own device, get 40 gigs.
Get more during our spring clearance event going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Inherit that go-anywhere attitude with the legendary rugged Jeep Wrangler 4x4 of the decade. For a limited time only, enjoy savings of $2,500 off. Or go beast mode and save up to $5,000 off Ram trucks, voted Guam's best 2 years in a row. Plus, well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing. Get to Cars Plus today for quick and easy financing during our spring clearance event. Cars Plus, driven by you.
There's no place on Guam like Chuck E. Cheese's. It's tons of fun with so many games, and parties are a blast, where everyone has fun. Come and party at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam. Call and book your party today.
Enjoy an afternoon under the sun for the USO's 8th annual Golf for Our Heroes tournament presented by title sponsor GTA. Golf alongside USO Guam's top supporters, volunteers, and members from our military community on Thursday, April 20th at the Onward Talafofo Golf Course. Join us on the green for a chance to win some epic prizes, including 2 United Airlines round-trip tickets to Asia or Micronesia. We thank the community of Guam in supporting USO's mission to connect service members to family, home, and country. See our website or call for more details.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Welcome back. Chiefs of staffs from over 12 congressional delegates are in Guam meeting with military officials and local politicians regarding the military buildup and other issues affecting the island.
Isabaza has more.
Short but sweet. That's one way to describe a meeting between a visiting congressional delegation and local politicians Wednesday morning. Vice Speaker Therese Terlahi.
I thought it was really beneficial for us, in my view, because some of these people are dealing with the issues that we are actually dealing with here in their committees. For example, Congressman Ross's chief of staff is here, and Congressman Ross is the one who introduced the Agent Orange bill to include Guam.
Florida Delegate Dennis Ross introduced the Fighting for Orange-Stricken Territories in Eastern Regions Act earlier this year in an effort to recognize and provide benefits to veterans who claim to have been exposed to Agent Orange in Guam. His chief of staff, Anthony Foti, met with Terlahi this morning.
And we pointed out the issues that we're facing here, regarding veterans issues and regarding the environment and the historic sites.
One issue that also came up is the proposed firing range near Retidian, which has the Protehila Texan advocacy group speaking about possible impacts to historical sites and endangered species.
We hope that they will also, while they continue to look at Guam, consider all these issues.
Other topics included the H-2B visa denials and how that could impact the construction costs for family homes.
When I talked about a couple topics that they had also been working on in their offices, those were, of course, piqued the most interest. I think, Agent Orange was one, RECA expansion was one, the, expansion of Social Security to Government of Guam employees was another.
Terlahi said in addition to meeting with local senators, the delegation toured military installations and Retidian this afternoon.
It was my goal to give them the local side, and they call this their local day, so they wanted the local perspectives on the buildup and other issues that are affecting Guam.
The congressional chiefs of staffs that are on Guam are from states and territories, including California, Florida, Arizona, Pennsylvania, American Samoa, and Colorado. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isabaza.
Speaker B.J. Cruz is following through with the administration's request to pause on a measure that would legalize recreational marijuana. The measure went up for a public hearing on Tuesday. Governor Calvo says based on the current law for medicinal marijuana, it will be difficult to properly regulate the drug based on funding sources and regulatory requirements for growing, dispensing, and using marijuana. He says Bill 8 was a means to accommodate and accomplish the task for those needing it for medicinal purposes. Now he is using caution in light of the changing federal landscape.
There are complications now, and particularly to the Attorney General of the United States, Jeb Sessions. I think it's important, too, that we see what the federal government is moving forward towards in how they treat states or communities that do allow for recreational marijuana.
Calvo adds he does not want the measure to put our island in a position that could hamper efforts to get medicinal marijuana here.
June 2nd is the deadline to submit comments on Guam war claims filing procedures. The Foreign Claims Settlement Commission will determine claimants' eligibility for payments for harm suffered during the Japanese occupation. The final rule was published in the Federal Register April 3rd. It defines the statutory terms for personal injury, which means a discernible injury such as disfigurement, scarring, or burns that is more serious than superficial injury. Meanwhile, severe personal injury means the loss of limbs, dismemberment, paralysis, or any injury of a similar type, or that is comparable in severity. Claims are authorized under the Guam World War II Loyalty Recognition Act, which was signed into law in December. It also identified Section 30 funds as the payment source of any approved claims. For more information, go to the Federal Register website.
Here we go, round 3, and Governor DeCalvo goes for the TKO, calling your senators in a special session for Friday, April 28th. He wrote a letter to Acting Speaker Therese Terlahi and submitted another bill identical to Bill 73, calling for a tax revenue anticipation note for a $75 million line of credit to speed up the payment of tax refunds. The governor has been beefing with Senator Michael San Nicolas, who he believes has been dragging his feet on his first Tran bill sent down last Friday. The governor called him out for not placing his bill online and today for not assigning it to a committee so that a public hearing could be scheduled as soon as possible. Senator Mike San Nicolas did not refer it to a committee today because he said there is a process. He says it is currently under review by the legislature's legal and budget offices. Meanwhile, Acting Speaker Terlahi says since the governor made the request, they will convene. Additionally, the governor wrote that although a public process is required when he calls a special session, he will hold public hearings on the measure and present a report to the legislature.
Adelut may not currently be in support of the military buildup, but at least one government agency apparently is. The Guam Waterworks Authority provided an update to its One Guam initiative with the military during today's Consolidated Commission on Utilities workshop. GWA General Manager Miguel Berdalio says they are at the end of their first year of a pilot project at the Tumon Maui water well, which the Navy leased to them last year. He adds his agency is committed to providing water supply connection to the Navy for the new Marine Corps base in the north.
It's been a great example of cooperation and really a win-win because the efforts that we're making now are intended to improve the reliability and security of both systems.
That we have available.
Berdalio says GWA anticipates having that water line installed by June.
Senators mused through DOE's $323 million budget request at a town hall meeting Wednesday morning. Education Oversight Chair Senator Joe San Augustine questioned the size of the request and how DOE was using existing funding to live up to the 14 points of the Adequate Education Act. Here's Board Chair Peter Alexis Atta.
But Senators, we need the money. We need the money to accomplish that request. It's an unfunded mandate. We also have vendors that are, I would probably say, it's safe to say, they've been pretty nice of keeping quiet, but the time is going to come when they say, I quit.
While struggling to pay vendors, Vice Chair Maria Gutierrez said DOE has also implemented a hiring freeze for central office employees to provide more resources for school aides and classroom teachers.
Not happy at central office when we did freeze or we were scrubbing, because if it's not at the school site and it is not a position that is a specialized position that is for the students, then we're not accommodating the students.
Stakeholders discussed everything from safety and technology and how these issues are impacted or could be maximized with limited resources.
Well, sports is next. Stay tuned.
strongest teams have the strongest fans. We're committed to keeping you close, even when you're not. GTA Strong.
Why is tourism Guam's #1 industry? Tourism benefits our economy. Visitors come to our shores to experience our island. More tourist spending means more dollars flowing into our economy. Tourism creates jobs. From bell service to front desk to tour agents, more jobs mean more opportunities. Tourism builds businesses. From hotels to shops to restaurants, more businesses mean more dreams come true. Tourism preserves our culture. In the visitor industry, culture takes center stage. Celebrating our culture means keeping our traditions alive. Tourism keeps our land and waters clean. It all adds up. Tourism improves our quality of life. It helps make Guam a better place to live, work, and visit. Tourism works for Guam.
How much do you pay for your unlimited mobile plan? Too much! Switch today to Value Mobile at $24.99 a month. It's the lowest priced unlimited mobile plan on Guam. Yes, $24.99. Value Mobile by iConnect gives you unlimited data, local calls, and local text, and a free phone, all with no contract. Value Mobile by iConnect, the lowest priced unlimited mobile plan at only $24.99 a month. Visit an iConnect store or ValueMobileGuam.com. Find us on Facebook. Conditions apply.
People are talking about the new Buick. With 4 fresh new models to choose from. And what are they saying?
New Buick is so cute.
Love the new Buick. Does it do it?
Sweet Buick.
Experience the new Buick.
Get 16% below MSRP on select 2017 Buick SUVs in stock. That's over $4,400 on this Encore. Visit AutoSpot Buick today.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
Off a day, Guam. Chris Barnett with sports on this Holy Week Wednesday. Shh. Let's get right to it. Brought to you by Triple J. Guam's top junior golfers competing in the 2017 IMG Academy Junior World Championships in San Diego. The event scheduled for July 10th to the 14th. Brent Solis, the island's top junior golfer, and Masaki Ujie will compete in the boys 15 to 17 age division at Torrey Pines South Course. That's one of the toughest courses in all of San Diego, where the PGA holds its annual Farmers Open. Canna Bangs will represent Guam in the girls 13 to 14 age division.
We do the training of their putting procedures. You know, the speed of the green, the breaking of the putts. We do a lot of chipping from 100 yards in and up to 20 yards or right around the green. After that, we check out their swing pattern.
Other top juniors are Marcus Nampe and Mackenzie Ujie, Raymond Blas, Danny Zheng, Kaylee Kang, Tayana Jekot, Edwin Fenton, Chrisana Fenton, Ivan Sablan, and Yuki Kubo, competing in the boys 13 to 14 age division at the La Costa Resort, and both are also repeat players from last year.
I just want to shoot good scores, and I just want to play golf and have fun. I'm just very happy to play for Guam.
Hold up! Tooth Fairies on the court facing MacTech Nerds. Ball stolen, Saki by MacTech's Markel Wilkerson, who takes it the other way. Wilkerson dishes the ball off to Michael Wilson for the left-handed finish off the backboard. Ben Thrash trying to take the ball inside. Shot contested, falls short. Deontay Holtz rebounds, step-back shot, baseline, falls for the score. Wilson with a pass to the wide-open Jonathan Triplett. Corner J, swish to Lonzo Allnet. James Stake, T-Bone working on the defender. Pass to Max Kepway. Kepway with a little push-off. Shot's good for a Tooth Fairies bucket. Kepway misses the shot here. Triplett with the board. Kick out pass to Alfredo Villasenor. Cross court to Steve Yates for the finish. MacTech with a 78-75 win over the Tooth Fairies. In the other GBA game, it was the KFC Bombers 99-86 over the Auto Spot Phoenix. Chuck E. Cheese Run and Fun 5K and 2K Run Walk held at the GPO in Tamuning. A couple hundred runners coming out to enjoy a morning of healthy fun. Some of the runners used the event as a warm-up to the United Airlines Guam Marathon, which was held, of course, the following morning Winners male 5K. Third place Damian Hawley, a time of 20:11. Scott Fitty, second place 20:10. And first place Cody Lalatin with a time of 19:56. Female 5K third Noriko Fujitaka, 22:44. Sarah Baloga, 21:33. And in first place, best running name ever, Tabby Bolt, 20:53. 2K male first place goes to Maddox Lalatin with a time of 7:54. Second, Own Zuka, 8:51, and third, Alfred De Chavez with a time of 8:54. In the 2K female, first place, Aaliyah Jones, 8:20. Second place, Miku Wada with a time of 9:10. And third place, Minori Nakamura with a time of 9:11. Brock Metanani of the KUAM News team finished first for his age group with a time of 8:54. GW high school students and soccer standouts Skylar Blue Johnson and Coley Naden will be in Hawaii this week for a special women's soccer tryout session at HPU Hawaiian Pacific University. The pair introduced to HPU women's soccer head coach Gina Brewer by former Guam resident Phoebe Minato, who had previously played on the university's team as well as for the Masakata, Guam's women's national team. Naden and Johnson departed Tuesday morning and will meet with Brewer Wednesday, Hawaii time. Brada. All right, Guam, thanks for watching this Holy Wednesday. My name's Chris. You keep on shining and keep on being quiet, okay? Adios!
It's tax time. You've got a refund. You checked the mail? Haven't got your refund yet? During Nissan's 17th Annual Easy 1040 Refund Event, everybody gets a refund up to $7,000 cash with your new Nissan. Use it towards your down payment, drop the price, or take the cash. The Nissan Easy 1040 Refund Event going on now, where everybody gets a refund. Take your guest drive today or get the details at nissanguam.com.
Hey, smart spenders. Shell's Buy Food, Get Fuel promo is back. And this time, Shell's giving away grocery coupons too. Shell has partnered up with Cost You Less and Island Fresh to help you save. Spend $30 at any Cost You Less or Island Fresh and receive coupons for $5 off of your next $30 fuel purchase at any Shell station, or purchase $30 of fuel at Shell and receive a coupon for $5 off any $75 Cost You Less or Island Fresh store purchase. Visit Shell, Cost You Less, or Island Fresh today and start stacking on savings. Some conditions apply. See stores for details.
Attention drivers, Triple J Auto Group has a shipload of vehicles on the way and need to make room. Now is your chance to get absolute year-end pricing during Triple J Shipload Sale. That's right, year-end closing pricing on the latest 2017 models and all remaining 2016s. New cars as low as $86 per paycheck and used cars as low as $68 per paycheck during our Shipload Sale. See PD and print ad for details or visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Trade-ins welcome. Triple J Auto Group, customers first.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shoutouts from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy birthday, Matthew Daniel Cabrera Charglov. It says happy 13th birthday, Matt. Love the family.
Josiah Kyogi, happy 10th birthday, Jojo. Love the family.
Happy birthday to you, Yuko Manabusin.
And happy birthday, Ed Boswell from the family.
Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birthday.
And dozens of kids were searching for the golden egg in Dedito this afternoon. As you prepare for your Easter celebration, Public Health encourages you to use plastic eggs instead of real eggs to prevent foodborne illnesses from potentially occurring.
And that's going to do it for us here on the news desk, but stay tuned. Bree's next with Extra.
Good night.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to Extra. We begin, as we do every Wednesday, by featuring those in our community who are doing their part to promote and protect our island's culture. Here's this week's inductee to the Culture Club.
Muñeca Flores is an activist and an artist.
Right now I'm a member of Independent Guahan, which is a collective of grassroots organizers who are coming together to do a lot of outreach and public education work and programming to try to engage our people in the conversations about decolonization and also to promote independence as a vital possibility for our future. And I'm also involved in Proteji Latexan, which is also a group of women. Actually, it's just a group of concerned residents coming together who want to address some of the environmental and cultural challenges, as well as the rights of the original landowners in regard to access to the Texan. And I'm also in Fanogi Famalawan, which is a group of women who came together to organize events to support the struggles, the fight against the struggles at Standing Rock.
Like hundreds of local families, Muñeca comes from those that own ancestral land taken by the military. Her family's property is in Hinapsen. The land takings after World War II have left deep scars and continued frustration over access and ownership.
It's affected everything from our knowledge of our environments to the ways we cultivate our resources, to our language, and to our relationships with each other. So I think that that story is a critical part of a lot of the activism that is here. It's part of the trauma that still exists and the generational trauma that continues to be passed down. I also feel like we were allowed access to a small parcel left in Hinapsen. And just like other families in Arunao or Latexan who are able to access parts of our ancestral lands, those lands are sacred. There are laddie stones there are other artifacts. In some cases, even some ancestors are still laid to rest there. And so for a lot of us who come from those families, I think that that's one of the underlying motivations, is trying to right the wrongs or address the injustices that have been done to our families and continue to be done, because there are many other ways that people are still trying to, I should say there are many other ways that we experience continued injustice and colonization and continued oppression here on Guahan.
During last year's Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture, Muñeca was front and center, taking part in the message to decolonize Oceania, free Guahan.
This picture is quite telling because in Paseo, there's this huge American flag hanging over the Guam flag. And for the whole 2 weeks, delegates would ask us, why is the colonial flag taking over the land of this nation, the Chamorro homeland? And so these conversations were taking place the whole time. You know, we might have been sharing techniques, we were definitely learning from each other, but these conversations for political struggle were key throughout the whole week. And there's a collective of us, a lot of friends and activists came together, and we decided that we needed to make a statement. And so we used our raps for these words, decolonize Oceania, free Guahan. And we brought those in. A lot of people didn't know we brought those into Paseo, and we unraveled them when Guam came out, when the Guam delegation came out, and it was just gorgeous. We had people cheering for us and crying, and it was a very emotional moment. We had other delegations, you know, also putting up their fists, saying, you know, they stand in solidarity with us. And
her activism is also evident in her art, currently on display at the Guam Museum. This particular piece is called Kahulu, or Rise Up. It's a play on the laddie stone, a cultural symbol of strength for the Chamorro people.
I thought it was a great symbol to sort of use stone. And I also love the Bob Marley lyric, "The stone that the builder refused shall be the head cornerstone," and I feel like that is why I really kind of identified with that symbol and really wanted to put them together.
Moneka says her art and activism is about cultivating consciousness.
Right? But that's changing. It's changing because that is important, that is a critical part of our role. Now we have people saying, thank you for doing